The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are solely of the original authors and other contributors. Podcast contains strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Renegade Gaming Podcast. I'm your host Min, and here with me today we have Nintendo fanboy Conrad.
Hi, I'm Conrad.
And he likes CSGO and he wears a cap. We have Noah.
Hello.
Today's main topic is going to be esports, and more precisely maps, bands, and stages in esports. And our first topic is going to be the new Smash rule set. So take it away, Conrad.
Oh, okay. So we're all right. So basically, for those who don't know, like a bunch of TOs, tournament organizers, they got together because they were like, "Oh wow, Smash 4 is actually gonna be like in a good spot in Evo this year." So they were like, "Okay, let's go. We should like see if we can change the rules, right?" And because they're doing this every year, they're trying to like tweak the rules a bit. Because remember, in 2015, they allowed custom moves. Yeah. And then last year was the moveset we all know and love. It's the one everyone's been using the most. But this time they decided to change a few things. First, they banned two favorite stages that everyone likes and dislikes, Lilac Cruise and Duck Hunt. They also made Town and City from a starter stage into a counter pick, which means you can't pick it for the first game. You can only pick it in the second, third, fourth, fifth games, etc. And then another thing that I find interesting is that they actually mention which Omega stages are legal now. Because before they were either banned or they're like, sure, just replace it with FD. But now they're straight up like, okay, they do replace Final Destination, but the only ones you're allowed to use are Suzaku Castle, Wily Castle, and not Gaur Plain, Midgar.
And for those who don't know, legal stages are the way they are because they don't have any hazards in them. It's either going to be hazards, place to camp, places to run away because the stage is too big, or walk-offs, which are just, you can walk all the way to the blast zone.
Yeah.
And the way this new system works is that with the way the stage selection works now, it's going to be really advantageous for like the top characters. They're very successful characters, and it's going to be even more detrimental to the lower tier characters.
Okay, go on.
Namely, Lil Mac and Roy, or like any characters that like were really good on Lilac.
No. But okay, so here's the thing: Little Mac and Roy were also really bad on Duck Hunt because of the camping.
Yeah.
They're also good on Battlefield, so they're still they still have that for them.
Yeah, but I still don't understand why you have a stage ban. Why not just ban that one stage you really don't like, i.e. Duck Hunt, and not play on it?
That's a good point. But then there's the thing about how you're not always gonna get to ban those stages. Like sometimes there's another stage that might be worse, but you still don't want to play on the jank stage. Like Lilac, for example. Like Lilac is jank, even if it is good for some characters because it's more aggressive. Like if it weren't for the tilting, I would think it's a perfectly good stage. But the tilting, and there's so many weird glitches about it. Like you saw in Genesis 4 when Zero, he put a banana on one of the top platforms, and when the guy ledge rolled into it, the banana slipped him, even though it was above him.
Okay, that's pretty jank.
That's the thing that every Diddy can do. So yeah, so basically these rules, they do benefit some top characters like Sheik and maybe Cloud, right? Mm-hmm. But for example, Diddy Kong actually loves Lilac and Duck Hunt, and so does Bayonetta. Like Bayonetta is like the scourge of Smash 4 right now.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Yeah.
And for those who don't really know about the esports scene and why we use different stages and not just Omega stages, is because platforms allow like a whole new level of play style. And also there's like one thing that ticks me off is one ban on Battlefield would be equal to one ban on Dreamland.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention
Even though the layout of the stage is the same, so it's like 3 platforms and they're like triangle shape.
Yeah.
It's the 2 stages are actually pretty different because Dreamland has like smaller blast zones off the top, and it has wind too.
I actually agree with that. I don't think Dreamland and Battlefield are the same at all. I think they have their differences. Like you said, higher platforms, slightly different blast zones, the wind, etc. Oh, and the pineappling, the bottom of the stage. But The reason they did it, I feel like, in my opinion, it's just because now that they had to take out 2 of the legal stages, now there's way less stages left. There's only like basically 5 legal stages total right now.
Yeah.
And the way the bans work would be that if you ban Battlefield, and the way the bans have always worked is if someone banned Battlefield, they just go to Dreamland. If you ban Dreamland, they just go to Battlefield, and then they usually just win. So this was made to prevent that, and because there's less stages, so that they have to make it so that there's more stages to ban. You know what I mean?
And the way Smash works is like it's really different from like let's say League of Legends, where you only play on one map and you play a different set of characters instead of like playing just one character.
Yeah.
Like you're in Smash, you're just a one-trick pony, quote unquote, and like buffing characters and I mean, playing like in League of Legends, you would play like the top tiers only, only that for like each different role. But in the fighting game, it's not that way. It doesn't work that way. It's just you invest time into that character, and there's always like ways to outplay the opponent. Like there's no like 0 to 100 matchups.
Yeah.
Because like in League, there's that. It's like if you pick that one specific character that's really bottom tier, let's say Galio, no one plays Galio. No one plays Galio. Even Galio mains don't play Galio. That's how bad he is.
I don't even know who that is, but that sounds funny. No, but no, this is a good point though, because like a lot of other esports, they usually have the same stage all across. Like, I mean, Street Fighter, I don't actually know anything about Street Fighter, but like it just looks like the same stage, but it's always like looks different.
It's the background.
It's just aesthetic. But Smash, the stages are a big deal because the game is like a platformer, and there has to be platforms, or maybe there doesn't have to be platforms.
Yeah.
That's like a big deciding factor.
And the funny thing about Street Fighter 2 is that like some only background changes, right? And some people get distracted because of the background.
Really?
And they're like, oh yeah, I don't like that stage because of like that bear in the background or whatever.
Oh.
Or like, oh yeah, that bus, I don't like that bus. People moving in the background, I don't like that. And
you know, in the early stages of Smash 4, people were saying they should ban FD because, you know, like Final Destination, it cycles into like that one part where the planets collide and the sun like explodes.
And there's like a big flash.
Yeah, there's a huge flash. That's actually really distracting to some people.
No, I actually like that.
It's really cool, but yeah.
Yeah.
What else was there? I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Like, I think the bans are justified. Because, like, I even if there is some weird things about them, right? I think, like, at the end of the day, none of this would have happened if Sakurai would just design more legal stages.
That is very true. We all wish for that one option that just disables, like, the big weird thing that happens in stages.
Yeah, there's some stages that are perfectly good except for their hazards.
The Megan stages is fine until you have the big yellow dude that appears out of nowhere.
What else is there?
Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium would be fine if like we didn't have like the
weird
the carpet, the moving carpet,
the conveyor belt.
Conveyor belt.
There's the conveyor belt level. There's the ice level.
Yeah.
And yet Pokemon Stadium is legal in Melee because that one is different. That's the one that like barely does anything. But I think Melee's Pokemon Stadium is still pretty jank.
Yeah.
As a stage.
Oh, there's like sometimes in the formation of the stage, there's like a big hole in the middle that forms, and you can like fall through that.
I bet Castle Siege would be legal if it didn't transform the first part. Like the first part of Castle Siege is actually fine.
Very true.
But then like when it transforms, it's just all.
Yeah, and another issue that came up to my mind was how in League of Legends, you have like so many characters that you need like character bans, and in a fighting game that doesn't happen. Yeah. Like even though you may have like 50 characters in Smash right now, there are no character bans because that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, because the game is balanced enough.
The game is balanced enough, and like people choose what they want to play. You don't force people like to not play a character in the fighting game, unless she was Bayonetta like pre-patch, and she was like banned in Spain and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even Meta Knight Brawl got like banned in several occasions.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. Meta Knight Brawl was like, might be just as bad as Bayonetta now, actually. Because even though she was nerfed, once people figured out stuff about her, still all good. I mean, yeah. We could argue the stuff about the Smash stages, like, all day, because, like,
Yeah, it's a pretty like vast topic.
Yeah, we're using the new rules today for our tournament. We're gonna
And-
see how that goes, and then if it works out, we'll switch to the old. If it works out, we'll keep it. If it doesn't, we'll switch to the old ones.
The problem with like rules like that is that let's say that in Smash the rule set is made by the players.
Yeah.
It's like Pokemon, sort of. The
No,
rules-
Pokemon is just made by the company.
That is true, but like and like Smogon, like they
Okay,
make
yeah,
their own
Smogon.
rules, and it's like us players have to like make our own rule set, and like the way things work is that we always try things out,
Uh-huh.
and then we leave them out, and if they're left out, that means they're gone. Like they're never gonna come back. You're never gonna have like custom stages, custom like moves
Yeah.
again. You're never gonna see Castle Siege again. You're never gonna see Delfino Plaza Legal again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's like some exceptions, like in CS:GO, for example, they have like a map rotation.
Oh yeah. We're gonna talk about that. What about CS:GO and its maps? This is the
It's-
part where I tune out.
Well, Noah, you know that more about us.
Well,
What?
so
He
as
hasn't
a,
said anything for like these whole.
you guys are the
No,
Smash
it's-
guys. I don't
like you can
I don't talk.
interject.
You
I
can
don't have any
interject.
questions. I'm not really the Smash guy.
Yeah.
I play Smash casually. That's your guys' thing.
Yeah.
You can at least pretend to be interested. Be like, wow, or whoa, or
Yeah,
cool.
or like why does that matter to you or something, right?
No. It's all
Could
right.
be true. I mean, that's
Alright.
probably true. I could.
Alright.
be
We'll
wrong.
That's how-
we know nothing about CS:GO,
Yeah, that's where my
and
My
that's
roommate used to
is.
play it a lot.
yeah.
That's all you know, pretty much. Right?
Yeah.
He played it a bunch. No, but as of about a week or two ago, Valve released an update, so they removed Dust 2 from the active duty map pool and replaced it with Inferno. Dust 2 is known for being probably the best, maybe not best, but
The map.
it's the first person shooter map at this point. It's just one of the most iconic maps in all of video games. Like I've seen iterations in some of the Call of Duty games now.
That is very true.
Not official iterations, I mean, but
Yeah, but like
some community made stuff in the Call of Duty.
yeah,
And
some like
they're very
inspired
well
stuff.
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a direct just port of it basically straight over, and they look really good in the other Call of Duties. But
Even though it's Call of Duty.
it is Call of Duty, so we gotta
Even though it's Call of Duty.
so we gotta give them some
Yeah.
pushback there. But yeah, so that actually for the esports side of things, that changes up everything because there are it's just been one of these lockdown maps that has been in the game for forever. It's been in the game since
1.6.
well, probably since about 2000. That's how long Dust 2 has been a pinnacle in all of Counter-Strike, pretty much. So Dust 2 coming out of the active duty rotation, being taken away from the professional map pools, that is more. Everyone seemed to see it coming. Which was the thing. Like that was the next map that was going to be redone, but at the same time, it's still a big shock.
Okay.
Because go ahead.
You were gonna say.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so coming from like a perspective where we don't know anything about CS:GO, why remove Dust 2, even though it's so iconic?
Right now, it's the map that needs to be redone. Like from Valve's point of view, it's the one map they haven't updated. Like every other map they've updated, like Inferno just come back. It's just come through this massive update, not really changing too much about the layout, just a couple tweaks here and there to the layout, to the balance of the map. But mostly it was the reskin, making it look better kind of a thing.
For those who don't know, Inferno is the map that has like a well in it, right?
It's got a well. It's a fountain on one side of the map. A few other things. It's also an iconic map back from I think 1.6. I know it was really strong in Source, but it's typically been like a defense-sided map, which as most of the maps have been ever.
And like, what makes a map like a competitive map? Like, let's say, is Aztec even?
Aztec has been ignored by the competitive community for years.
I used to love. Okay, I used to play Source, right? Like very casually. But like Aztec was one of my favorites. I used to go into like cyber cafes with my friends, and we'd just like play CS Source, and Aztec was like one of them. And then there was like the Lego maps, but that's a different story.
Yeah, so those are actually still popular in the
but
community side. But no, maps like Aztec, it's just so imbalanced that they'd have to rework everything about it to make it competitively viable.
Oh.
So the thing about Valve is they don't want their maps to be one-sided. They want their maps to be pretty balanced. So like if somebody gets a huge amount of rounds on one side, well the other team can do that too, or if they're not good enough, they just won't. They want it to be fairly balanced. So they don't want Aztec. Aztec is, if you're playing CT or defense, you're gonna win. That's just pretty much how it is. So you're lucky to get 2 or 3 rounds on the terrorist side, and that's not good.
Well, see, at least your games company tries to balance out its stages.
Yeah, but like, what
By
makes
the
it that way?
Jacob.
Oh yeah, I got here. Hi.
Oh, hello everyone.
We
This
didn't
is
introduce him. He was the guy last week.
yeah.
Hi,
This
I'm
is
back.
This is
I
Jacob.
I came in late because fuck you. I have a drink now.
I thought you weren't gonna come, TBH.
Yeah.
I thought you would have finished it before I got here, but no.
It's not even 2 yet, man.
Man, I don't know.
His usual introduction is that he's the smartest and a good storyteller.
Hi.
You've seen the smartass as it is.
Yeah.
All right, what were we talking about? Oh yeah.
CS:GO maps.
of
Now,
like-
no, say what you will about any of their like payment plans or whatever the hell you want, but
Referring to Valve.
yeah, referring to Valve, but they do have really good. I really do admire their
Customer support.
no.
No, not
Involvement with the community.
No, I was
Not
gonna say.
as
I was gonna
much-
say their map. I can't do the word for it. Map integrity is the best way I can come
okay.
up with it.
Yes,
Fair,
they
fair.
are. They're competitive integrity. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's what
Competitive
they're.
integrity.
That's what they're going.
They sometimes fuck up, like every single constantly updating competitive game does. But they do their best, unlike Hearthstone. Fuck you.
Man, Hearthstone.
The only exception would be TF2.
TF2. I don't know what they've done to TF2. We don't talk about TF2. For
I
a
love
very good
watching
reason.
TF2. I hate playing TF2.
I used to play competitive TF2.
Oh,
Like
damn.
I used to actually
You
play
used
competitive.
to torture yourself.
I used to go on that one.
Self-flagellation and TF2
I used to go on
is a Friday
TF2
night.
Lobby. That was the site. TF2lobby.com or whatever it was. .tf probably. And I would search for pickup teams that would just play and want to play in a competitive style, which is basically just everyone is locked into a role and then just win the map or go on defense, go on offense, and whoever does the best score.
But
Wow.
what it does have, what TF2 does have above CS:GO, the one thing it has,
It's fun. Okay, go ahead.
it's characters.
That's casual.
Yeah.
You
That is
cannot-
true.
Nobody, I have never met anybody that said that they did not like the Team Fortress 2 characters.
Yeah, dude, they're
I-
funny.
The
I
ones
go
that they
watch the
play,
movies.
the gameplay, some people don't like. But I've never met someone that did not like
Yeah,
the characters.
there's room for every style of thing.
Actually, no. One time I saw a YouTube comment a long time ago.
They doesn't count.
No,
YouTube
no.
commenters aren't
You
real
know what
people.
they said? You know what they said? He said TF2 is just a big sausage party. There's no girls.
That is
They don't know Miss Pauline then.
Pyro. We don't know if the Pyro is
Well,
a
yeah, they
girl.
didn't know about
technically
that. This was
true.
in
Yeah.
2010 or something. It's
Oh,
a couple
yeah.
years ago.
And we forgot, for those who don't know, TF2 is a first-person shooter that is also a...
Who doesn't know TF2?
Okay, it's a first-person...
We are not advertising to fucking 5th graders, all right?
It's a first-person shooter that
No,
is
even
also a
fifth
hat
graders know
simulator.
TF2.
Even
It
5th
is
graders.
It is actually the best hat simulator in the whole history of video games.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I think we should go back on track with CS:GO right now.
Should we? I don't even know.
Did
anymore.
you,
Well,
did, you already
yeah,
talk, did you already talk about the waifus that we said we were going to
Oh.
last week?
No, we ditched that. We're gonna save that for another week.
Yeah, that's gonna be for episode 4 or something.
Stages? Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
We
Yeah.
already discussed that length about Smash.
Well, then can I talk about the Pokken stages?
What about them? Is there anything weird about them?
No. But I fucking love Magikarp Festival.
Okay,
If anybody
whoa.
says anything besides Magikarp Festival as tournament, you're wrong.
No, I still like Tulur Town Autumn.
But still,
that's a good stage.
That's a good point. In fighting games, even though the background changes, there's also the music
Yeah, that's
that
what I
The
was
changes
thing is,
with
though,
it.
there is some differences in stages, though, besides the fucking shape. You always have, how does the, I forget what they're called, the mega energy, you know that
Cinder-
spawns in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
that actually changes by stage.
Yeah, the stage by stage. So some of them have better than others, which is why I fucking love Magikarp Festival.
Oh, that
Because
explains
it's
a lot.
spawns in the center of the fucking stage.
That explains a lot.
Oh yeah, and there's also some stages Soul Calibur, where it's an arena style stage where it's just a circle, and if you would fall off that circle, you would die.
Ringouts are fun in some circumstances, terrible in others.
Yeah.
They're fun in casual circumstances, but I hate them in freaking competitive stances.
That's true. You fall off the stage because you got pressured too much, and then it's boom, you're dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's just aggro is boring. Okay, it's not always boring. Sometimes it's really fun. You can't just say an entire strategy is boring.
True.
But if Again, let's talk about Hearthstone more because I fucking hate that game.
What does Hearthstone have to do with stage?
Oh yeah,
No,
you know
the
I
turret-
hate that one's Hearthstone
no,
stages.
aggro. Yeah, those Hearthstone, the boards.
Hey,
The boards,
They
dude.
nerfed the old gods board. It's so much worse. No, but like
no, they didn't nerf it. They just introduced a bunch of other things that beat it. So
Nah.
it's like it's all the Cthulhu stuff is like it's worthless now.
I'm not talking about cards anymore. I'm just talking about how like aggro in Hearthstone is the only way that you would want to climb ladder. If you want to play
No,
different...
it's not true. Reno lock.
Well, here's the thing. But aggro is just so much easier to climb with.
It's easier.
Which is why there's so many more of it.
The top meta decks are Pirate, Warrior, Aggro, Shaman, and Reno lock.
So, yeah, that's what
Go
I'm saying. Is that
face,
like
people,
if
go
aggro,
face.
what I'm trying to make, the point I'm trying to make here is if aggro is the most effective strategy, then everyone is going to do it.
I miss Face Hunter. Face Hunter isn't even viable anymore.
I'm pretty sure there's like many people that disagree with you.
No. You don't understand. I have been playing Face Hunter since Face Hunter has been a thing.
You've been cancer since cancer's been a thing.
No, okay, yeah. I love cancer.
You love
he's not
cancer.
prof.
Your brain
Conrad, 2017. I love cancer.
No.
Oh yeah, get that chemo, dude. Get
no,
that chemo.
But seriously,
No
though,
chemo. We have to have more cancer.
I honestly think you can't call aggro strategies cancer because cancer. I mean, aggro gameplay is quick and easy, and it does make you feel bad, but it's quick.
So it's not cancer, it's
You
poison.
played Meta Knight in Brawl, didn't you?
Yes, I actually did.
There we go. There we
Cancer
go.
is not. Cancer
No,
is
no.
not.
Control warrior. Control decks
Control
are cancer
warrior is
because
cancer.
they're slow and they kill you.
Exactly, they grow on you like a tumor.
More cancer,
Like
people.
actual cancer.
Like yeah, aggro is more like getting shot in the face, literally.
But okay. But any other stages I can really think of? The only other fighting game I ever played
Competitively.
This is everyone's gonna laugh at me for this one.
What?
It's Worms.
Budokai Tenkaichi 3.
Yo,
Dragon
that was
Ball?
a competitive game.
No, no, it was not.
What are the
But I
stages
played
like
it
in that?
They're bullshit. Because here's
Oh.
the thing: if you played any Dragon Ball Z 3D fighting game ever, you know what the stages
Throw
are.
fireballs and fly in the sky, bro.
No, but like in this one, because I think it was one of the first Dragon Ball games that I think really did the whole 3D fighting at least well.
Yeah. 'cause
But it was still bullshit because I'm gonna hide behind this rock. Oh, you're throwing a planet bomb, right? That thing that destroys the planet if it hits. No, I'm just gonna hide behind this rock. Fuck you.
Oh, and one thing about the Budokai Tenkaichi series is that they have like actual rocks that like would be destroyed.
Yeah, no. Some of the
Like,
environment could be destroyed.
The environment could be
Which was
destroyed.
how
in
you
a
got
fighting
Dragon
game.
Balls.
Yeah.
And I remember that very well because I remember grinding that shit to get future Gohan.
Yeah. Speaking of things that like could destroy people, the Injustice series.
They
have stage
Injustice
hazards.
stages.
They have stage hazards everywhere.
No, they're not really stage hazards. It's like if you find a thing to break and you
Yeah.
break that, you basically get your own super. That's kind of how it works.
The only thing I know about Injustice is the comics, and those are terrible but good. I love them.
I like the idea of the story.
That thing would like
Execution, not
wreck
so
your
much.
life. It would like, oh, see that pipe? I'll break that pipe, and that will like make 1/3 of your health
Exactly.
go away.
I do have a thing, and this is actually in beat 'em ups for those fucking like stage those hazard like the new game that came out, Yakuza 0. It came out recently, I should say. If I say new game, people will go, "Well, it's 2018, and that game's a year old." Well, first of all, fuck you. But the Yakuza series is famous for like, "Hey, look, there's a freaking newspaper box here. I wonder if this guy's eye socket will fit on the corner." Shit like that.
What?
Yeah, Yakuza has a lot of really good like object hazards and things like that, where you could like get a bike and like ride it into them.
Oh.
The Yakuza series was the one that was like on Dreamcast, right? And then got halted.
I don't think so.
No, it's a Sega game.
Oh no!
It is a Sega
oh,
game.
my bad. That was Shenmue.
Shenmue. Shenmue
Yeah.
is the one that.
Shenmue is the
everyone-
one that like everyone wants back.
Yeah, no, Yakuza 0 is like a prequel
Oh,
that happened recently.
you know
It's
what I
really
just
fucking
remembered?
good.
I actually know slight stuff about another fighting game.
Oh, you know the
Yeah.
fighting game besides Smash?
You know the Naruto fighting games?
Fuck you.
I remember, dude. Okay, they look so cool, right?
They are.
Why?
Shut up.
Why have like two layers of background? I don't like
Oh,
that.
you're talking about the PS2 ones.
Yo, yeah, they
Oh,
always
shitty
had,
ones.
They
No.
always had 2 layers of background.
No,
Oh, I didn't know that.
we're not doing that. We're talking about We're talking about fucking
Like
Ninja
PS3,
Storm.
yeah, stuff like
Oh.
that. Ultimate Ninja, whatever. Road to Ninja Warrior.
They had
That was a fucking beat 'em
wait,
up.
the 3D style.
Yeah, the 3D Naruto.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that was
The one-
That stuff. Okay, the thing with the stages in that game, because I remember my friend showed me this. He's super into Naruto, right?
Yeah,
There was one time.
he wanted to be Hokage.
Yeah.
Fuck that. No, I want to be the Tsujikage.
He showed me that there are it's either some of the stages or all the stages. I don't even remember which game it was, but like you use the stage itself in the fighting. Like basically what you
become
could
the stage.
like in fighting games when you get like cornered at the end and you slam them into that. Yeah, that gets worse in Naruto. You basically slam into the stage, it does more damage. You can break the stage wall
Yeah.
and they can just fall out.
I remember that.
Wow.
I remember that from fucking the one where the third Hokage versus Orochimaru arena.
Probably.
Yeah, no, I remember that one specifically because of the fucking trees that you could like punch him through.
Yeah,
it was
and
great.
now that's a broken stage in esports.
Fuck you.
Who plays Naruto?
No one
esports?
plays Naruto esports. All right.
I feel like people would if they set their minds
I
to it.
will say though that the last one that came out, the last one for like the PlayStation 4 and everything.
That's probably
the one
Naruto
where-
Ultimate Ninja. I should put in like Ninja Storm or
Yeah,
something.
pretty much, I'm calling it the final one because it literally goes to the actual end of Naruto.
With
Not
Boruto?
No,
The
no,
one about
yeah, no,
Boruto?
Boruto's in it.
Oh,
Boruto's in
yeah,
it.
wow.
So that's why I'm considering it the fucking final one. No more. Honestly,
I
that
don't
I
think
think is
Boruto's the end, honestly.
Oh yeah, no, but here's the thing. I think that is the best way to like fucking watch Naruto is to play that game story mode.
That's it?
That's the best way to do it.
Oh my
Because
god, my friend
fuck
is probably
reading
gonna
it,
get so triggered.
Fuck reading it. Fuck watching it.
Okay, now he's gonna get
Fuck
really
having
triggered.
someone tell it to
Okay.
you.
I'm gonna
Okay.
share this to
The
him.
game is how you do it.
And this is where you have the disclaimer at the beginning of the episode, guys.
About our views and opinions.
I should say I read the entire thing. And
Yeah.
I hated it at the very end because I was like, who
Okay.
the fuck are you? Who the fuck is
Okay.
this? Why the fuck is it happening?
All right, now we're becoming an anime podcast, but seriously, it became trash the after pain.
What?
Yeah, no.
The moment they introduced a jutsu that like brings down a meteor on your face, it's the moment that it becomes
the
too.
jutsu that created the moon.
Nice.
No, you know what's the worst part is that in the final battle, it's like, oh yeah, get this meteor, and you know what? Another meteor on top of that meteor.
Yeah, no, that was
Nice.
awesome. Fuck you, that was great.
It doesn't make sense.
It's the hype as shit, though. It's like, man, I'm gonna literally trap this demon inside a rock ball. How do I make it stick, though? Bring in the spare. Bring in the spare. Boom.
All right, I think we should get back on topic.
Okay, the
What?
other
Stages?
Do you still
Yeah.
want to talk about Counter Strike,
Yeah,
Noah?
because like I have questions about that. Like, what makes it unbalanced? Like, what makes it like favor a side other than the other?
Usually it's just like one thing that has a huge influence on maps is rotation times. That's what it is. That's the main thing, is how fast you can go face over here, show yourself over here, and then get to this other side quickly kind of thing.
Oh.
That's on offense. On defense is rotation times for CTs, how fast they can get in between the bomb sites, basically.
Yeah.
So the shorter distance they have to travel, the stronger it is for the CT side. So because a lot of times you'll have a five-man push on one side, and you've only got 2 guys on that side, and the other 3 are on the other side far away. So unless those 2 guys are going to be able to kill all 5 guys with their nades or whatever else they got, they're going to be calling for the other 3 to come.
Yeah, it also makes sense. It's like, oh, there's only like 2 guys standing, one on each side, and like, oh, he's going to A, and then there's like not enough time to check B again.
Yeah. So it's
Oh,
like
that
you have to be split up. If it's a 2v2, you have to be split up for the most part. You can play together and try to retake, but in a 2v2, a lot of times it's better to play split up.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. And so if you're playing on a map for Nuke, for example, if you got one CT playing on A site right next to the vents, they can just drop down and quickly get to B site. He'll be there in a second. But if you're in the middle of B site and trying to get back up to A, it's going to take you a while because you have to go climb around, go all the longer way around. So that's the thing. That's
Turn
what
that
makes
2v2 into 2 1v1s.
Exactly. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
I get it.
Intelligent map design is the most important. Okay, in like whenever I think of things like Counter Strike, intelligent map design, the 2 things that stuck to my head in Counter Strike. First, like I said, intelligent map design. I always
You
love
said that like
Counter
3
Strike
times
maps.
in one sentence.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And the other thing, intelligent map design. No, the other thing is the weapons. I love, like, in Counter-Strike, that's why I've always respected Counter-Strike as I think the best, sorry, not really like the best, but the most competitive shooter because you shoot someone in the chest a few times, they're fucking dead. It isn't like in Overwatch, although I love that game more. It isn't like in Overwatch where you can literally electrocute a robot and he's just fine. It's like all that bullshit. In Counter-Strike, it's just a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Or not a lot more fun, but like a lot more realistic, and that means I think feel more competitive.
Yeah.
Your skill matters more
I
in
feel
Counter-Strike than anything else, and that's
And you have to
always
buy
good.
gear too. You have to buy gear.
Yeah, no, yeah. Your
pistols.
planning is
Yeah.
also really
So the thing
important.
is, the game is perfectly balanced when it comes to weapons for the most part. Like, that's the thing. The only thing that people say is, oh, the AK can one-shot, headshot on the T side, and the M4s can't. That's the one thing that people say, or the pistols are a little broken at close range. Those are the things that most people will complain about. But the reason why the AK is so much stronger than the M4s is if the CTs had the ability to one-shot, headshot, it would be unplayable.
Yeah.
Because the CTs would be so strong, you couldn't... getting 2T rounds on any map would be a miracle, is the thing. That's why, and that's why the AK is so much cheaper than the M4s. That's why. It's like that. In the economy system in Counter-Strike is very well done, I think, as well.
Oh, speaking of which, are there any weapons that are banned in competitive play?
There are no weapons that are banned in competitive play. The one that they were gonna, basically when the revolver came out.
I've heard of that, yeah.
The one that would like one shot you.
Everyone
easy
heard
peasy.
of the revolver. Basically, the revolver was the op, but in a pistol form, you could shoot faster, and you had a crosshair.
It's high noon.
But basically, that's what it was, and a body shot was a one shot. Like, that's broken for any gun besides any gun besides one of the super expensive snipers. That's super broken. It was $850, which in the game, that's the only round you couldn't buy it on was pistol round. That's the only round, because you got $800 on default pistol round. That's it. So it was broken, and it had so much armor penetration. It could go straight through people. We've seen triple collapse with just people running around with revolvers, and it was broken.
Yeah.
Some of the most ridiculous rounds in Counter-Strike I've seen were just because of the revolver, how broken it was.
Speaking of unbalanced stages
Let's
in
go with
games.
this, yeah.
All
right,
last like topic for
Okay,
everybody.
yeah, everybody-
This is to close it out, right?
Yeah.
So I recently went to Genesis 4, which is like a big Smash tournament that happens every year.
Yeah.
They play Smash 4 and Melee, and this was like I think the first time Nintendo actually officially sponsored Genesis, right?
That's cool.
It was in San Jose. They actually brought Nintendo Switch setups. They had like
Nice.
4 of them, and they had arms. So like their new fighting game where you like it's basically a punching.
Trampoline in the middle.
It's punch out with range.
Or it's like the Wii Sport.
It's like Wii Sports
It's like
boxing,
boxing, but
and range. Just think about boxing with range.
it's anime Wii Sport Resort.
But with
Yeah.
HD
Basically.
Rumble, and it's fucking awesome.
It is really cool. Like the thing.
Do you get to milk cows in that game?
No, not in arms.
Oh, shame.
No, okay. The thing about stages.
7.5 out of 10, not enough milk.
The thing about
Not enough
stages,
milk.
though, okay, so the stages that everyone knows is that one with the trampolines. That one's fine, right? Most people didn't even figure out how to jump or onto the trampolines, right?
Yeah.
And when they did jump, it was like it didn't matter that much, right? But there's this one stage. I don't know. I think
But
it's.
there's this one stage.
I think you can see it in the
one.
trailers. I feel so bad for the guy I was randomly put against. When we got to this stage, it was over for him.
What was the stage? Paint a
It's just like
picture.
some random like Japanese garden, but like it starts one player at the bottom of the stairs and one player at the top. If you're
that is
on the top
broken.
of those stairs, you win. You
Yeah.
win.
Oh, okay. You can actually see the dude.
Anakin, I have the high ground.
You underestimate
Yeah, that's
my
what
power.
that's what I said. I was like, "It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground."
That's
You underestimate my arms.
I don't care what game it is. Having the high ground in any game just makes
Exactly.
you win.
High ground,
No,
easy
see, the thing is,
peasy.
even when he tried to like dodge it and move up the stairs, I just moved further up the stairs, and I still won.
broken.
It is
Yeah,
broken.
I think I'll patch that up.
I hope they fix that. Maybe start like have two
Maybe
sets of stairs.
maybe that'll be a fucking band map in competitive. Who knows?
Maybe.
And
Yeah.
have it so that they spawn on the same level. So it's not like
No,
going
then
up
it
and
could be
down
fucking
stairs
like
of the map.
this could be fucking like strafe jumping up while punching each other.
No, that's actually kind of interesting. Like if
That
there's
would
like a
be
big
more
pit in the
interesting.
middle.
Actually, that does sound really awesome.
Yeah. But like there's 2 stairs. But yeah, that's all I was gonna say. That is the epitome of unbalanced stages in an esport.
All right. Well,
Arms for Evo,
I think
2K17.
we're
Yeah, it's time to wrap it up. All right. With me today was Noah,
Yes.
Conrad,
Hey,
Jacob,
Late bloomer.
and I'm Min, and we're signing off.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.